Okay, so it says, which statement is true about the effects of transformations on the graph of f to obtain the graph of function g? So there's a couple of things. If it's inside the parentheses, and I mentioned this in the other examples, if it's inside the parentheses, like x minus a, then this is what we call a horizontal translation. That just means that we're moving it left to right. And this one is always going to be the opposite direction. And I'll explain that in a second. And then if it is outside the parentheses, then this is what we call a vertical translation. They're both translations, but translation is a fancy math word that just means move or slide. Okay. So if I look at this, the first thing I'm going to look at is inside the parentheses. So horizontal, when I say x minus 3, it's the opposite direction. So when we think in terms of x, if it is a negative value, that means we're going to go to, normally negative would be to the left, but in this case, when we're doing the translations, it'll be to the right. Okay? Alex, and when we answer that, it'll make more sense. So that's a vertical. Now, when I look at the plus 4, because that's outside the parentheses, that's the vertical. So that's dealing with the y, and if it's positive, it goes up. Okay? So what does that mean? Well, that means that in this particular function, the graph is going to shift to the right 4 units, and it's going to, or I mean, shift to the right 3 units, and it's going to go up 4. So to the right and 3 units and up 4. So what does that mean? Well, if I say x minus a, that's going to go to the right a units. We're talking about a parent function and then the transformation of it. If I say x plus a, that's going to go to the left. It's always the opposite direction, a units. Now, if you have x plus or minus a plus b, that means you're going to go up b units. And if you say x plus a, you're going to go down b units. Okay? And that's basically it.